CubeTuber.
Hello, my duders. I'm the CubeTuber. Alright, today we have a pretty interesting and cool cube that we're going to be looking at. I was looking at the Cube Drafting Facebook page probably last week, and I came across someone who posted this cube. It's a small 4-player cube. So generally when we think about a small cube, we think about 360 card cubes. That's enough to support 8 players, that all cards in the cubes can kind of get seen by players. Well, we're going to be looking at a 180 card cube, so that means this is intended for 4 players. Maxing out at 4 players, everyone getting 45 cards. And this cube particularly I found is interesting because it's set in, well, it's all modern cards, and these are all cards that are kind of good in a vacuum. They don't necessarily need to they don't need to rely on other cards to be good, but not saying that they're bad with other cards. You'll see these are all pretty stable staples in a cube. So I have a 180 card cube. It's my one drop cube, and I thought that kind of makes sense with everything costing 1 mana. It's kind of a quick cube to get out and play with friends. But I'm quite interested to see actual cube staple cards that are high powered played in a 180 card format. So let's take a look at this one. So the description here, this is designed by a guy named Stumbler. I'll make sure to put the link of this cube in the description so everyone can check this cube out. So he made this cube using modern legal cards and ignoring the ban list, which I appreciate. I love playing with banned cards. A lot of the banned cards are pretty fun. Also, the designer said that this cube doesn't really support aggro, so it's a lot of mid-range control archetypes are going on here. These tend to be more complex board states. Instead of kind of just having people tap creatures and win the game quickly, this cube, I would think you'd be able to comfortably make it to turn 4 or 5, but there's still a lot of good lower end creatures and spells that are worth playing. So let's take a look at the list. Alright, let's go up. We'll take a look at the lands first. So there's 10 lands. First thing you'll notice is that they are playing the 5 Amonkhet lands. These are the allied lands. There are no really enemy land support for dual colors. So you're going to be relying on a lot of basic lands. They have the Evolving Wilds, Fabled Passage, Ghost Quarter, Prismatic Vista, and Terramorphic Expanse. So there are 5 lands that kind of let you get anything, but still. Also, we have some man lands, but these are also allied colors. So we're not seeing any of the enemy colors, which I'm a little worried about. Same also with the talismans. So we get the talismans, which I quite like seeing 5 of them. I probably would have liked to see 5 of the enemies, but I think also making it so that your cube is focused on, allied color pairing also kind of narrows the cube down. So instead of people trying to play all the different colors, there's more reward to do the allied color lands. Oh, the allied color mana. Alright, let's take a look here. There are 25 white spells, 25 blue, 25 black, 25 red, 25 green, 30 multicolored, some of them being man lands. I guess they kind of treat them as though they're spells. And like I said before, many of these cards are just good on their own. They're kind of good in a vacuum. They don't necessarily need to rely on other cards to hold them up. But many of the cards all kind of do work nicely together. So we can see here, there's like cards like Giver of Runes, Blade Splicer, Hero of Bladehold, Restoration Angel, Archangel Avacyn, Sun Titan, 3 Planeswalkers in white, cube staples like Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshare, Council's Judgment, Austere Command. Yep. Interesting. I think, yeah, by the looks of it, there's just the Castle Ardendael and also the Mystic Sanctuary are the only other lands there. There's not any for black. Interesting. So, yeah, we see other good cards like Snapcaster Mage, Aetherling, Narset, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Brainstorm Counterspell, Disallow, Cryptic Command, a little bit of counterspell stuff going on there. Some cantrips going on. We have a little bit of Reanimator going on there. What else? Does it Exhume? Oh yeah, Unburial Rites. Yep, those are for that. Pack Rat. So I think there is kind of a Reanimator archetype that you could kind of go with there. There are definitely cards that go off each other, but a lot of these just seem so good. Especially if you have 180 cards. If you have a 180 card cube, there's not much room for fat, so everything has to kind of be tight and narrowed down. And you can also, the beauty of having a 180 card cube is you can find cards that just aren't working. It's so much easier to, like, you know, come across these cards that no one are picking or not really working for any player. So I quite like that. Damnation, there's a bunch of Wrath effects. Yeah, a lot of Animate Dead, Tasigur. Red, so like the designer said, there aren't really an aggro support, so like playing a bunch of small creatures and trying to attack me quick. But red's still definitely viable. You know, I think it's more kind of go big, but I still think it's viable. I mean, there's still burn spells like Bolt, Abrade, Incinerate, Chain Lightning, Slag Storm, Fiery Confluence, Shrine of the Burning Rage. I'm really high on Shrine of the Burning Rage. I love that. That's my finisher for the red deck wins. Yeah, green has Noble Hierarchs, Treetop Village, Rancor. Great stuff. Oops, I'm jumping all over the place. Scavenging Ooze, Mare of Atterbrook. I love seeing that card when I was playing in 2011. I would always try to play him in Standard. I think it's a cool card. Not so sure about Dustwatcher Recruit. I would think there would be some other potential green 2 or 3 drops that would fill that card's role quite well. I just don't like having to pay 3 mana to try to find a creature card. You know, maybe you'll whiff one at Reclamation Sage, Thrun, the Last Troll, Elder, what is that one? Elder Gargroth. That's like the green Titan that came out in this last set. It's kind of like a Titan. Alright, and so there are 30 multicolored spells, so 3 of each guild. Baleful Strix, Kullagong's Command, Murderous Redcap. I don't know what Murderous Redcap's doing. I mean, it's not like you're going to combo off with that. I'm not really sure about that card, but it's kind of good. You can kind of treat it as a burn spell. That's definitely for sure. Yep, Bloodbraid Elf, Huntmaster, Qasali's Pride Mage, Kitchen Finks, Ajani. This Ajani's a weird one. If I were doing in a cube like this, I would probably pick the 5-mana one. It's Selesnya, so in this color. And I think it gives +1/+1 counters to creatures you control. I would probably prefer that one over this. I think it does all the stuff that this one does, but maybe a little bit better. Yet again, giving your creatures vigilance is pretty nice. Sin Collector, Lord of Sorin. There we go. There's an enemy land. Interesting. Shambling Vent. So it's just a kind of one of. There's not any in Izzet or Boros. So that seems a bit random, but we'll accept it, you know? See, when I see these type of things, I try to have like a balance. So I would want to have each of the man lands. Like, that's something I kind of need to get over, though. The Talismans, we have Solemns, Lacrum. Only one artifact creature. Interesting. Karn, Ugin. Pretty good. Mana Rocks and Mortar Pod. Interesting. Mortar Pod, I think is a pretty cool card. There's not a lot of token stuff that you'd want to feed this into, though. That's what I don't quite get. Because a lot of these spells, a lot of these cards, and a lot of these creatures are really good in themselves. Like, they are good in a vacuum, so you wouldn't want to sacrifice some of your creatures, but well, there's Secure the Waste. So that does make tokens, so that's pretty viable, I guess. Also, one thing I noticed is we have some of the Titans in here. They're playing 3, Sun Titan, Grave Titan, and the Inferno Titan. These are pretty good with what these colors I think are trying to do. So I think that works out. Some people would probably want to have all 5, but I don't think that's necessary. Like the Torrential Gearhawk, I think kind of fills in the place of Frost Titan. And I think Torrential Gearhawk is doing more what Blue wants to be doing than Frost Titan. Although I like Frost Titan. Out of if all the Titans are battling, Frost Titan usually can hold off the other Titans. And same with the Elder Gargaroth. I think they replaced him out for prime time. Alright, let's take a look here. So, before I start drafting, I think that having a 180 card cube is it's so interesting to like have a box of 180 cards. It's basic. It's not even 2 EDH decks. So getting them together and making a 180 card cube is super accessible. It's not as hard to maintain as like a 540 or a 360 cube, or even the larger ones. So this one I think is quite fun to do. It's easier. You don't need to have as many good cards in it. You can kind of take the good cards that you do have, because if you have 25 good white spells, then you're kind of there. As where if you had a bigger cube, you need closer to like 50 good cards for each color. So that's kind of a good entry point, I think, for a lot of these. So, all right, if we're drafting, so we're going to be drafting with 4 players. So 4 players. There's a few different ways that we can draft so that everyone gets 45 cards. The best way that I find is that you do 5 packs and you do 9 cards. So everyone's seeing less cards in a pack. They're going around maybe, two times? I mean, the cards kind of go around twice. You have to look at them twice. So it's quite good. Let's start this draft. Alright, so pack 1, pick 1. So, I think Euro Titan of Nature's Wrath is good. Cultivate's pretty good. Liliana the Veil is very nice. I probably would think about picking her first. Her or Euro, I believe. There's other good stuff. Goblin Rabblemaster is super good. Getting the double black is a bit rough. But yet again, committing to 2 colors, especially knowing that I'm not going to get mana fixing for them, is also concerning. So let's go with Liliana and just see how this goes. Playing black and getting removal. I like the sound of that. Alright, now there's no black, so that'll be great. Alright, so we gotta go into another color now. Now, so I would think Cyclonic Rift is great, but I think the Elder Gargaroth, I kinda like him. Maybe going green-black. Yet again, the mana support's not there, but I would just have to play the basic lands. Alright, so we got these 2 guys down here. Crux of Fate, Doomblade, Beast Within. Crux of Fate is pretty good, but I think the Damnation that I had 2 picks ago will reel around, so I'm going to go with a Doomblade. Alright, lots of red cards here. None of the bots are picking red. So let's go with Umbrella Rights. Hey, there's Damnation again, and there's Uro. Let's go with Damnation now. Oy. Gifts Ungiven. Crux of Fate. Baleful Strix. Return to Dust. Okay. This is going to go pretty fast now. Let's pick it up. So I'm not seeing any of the black cards that I wanted to. So the question is, do I do blue, black, or do I keep trying to continue on with green? Well, Rancor is better than Ponder. Let's go with Rancor. We have Ratchet Bomb, Acidic Slime. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's not too bad. Let's pick him. Alright, Exhume. I have no way to get things to the yard. Let's get Vraska. Duskwatch Recruiter, not too high on him. Talisman, might as well. Harmonize, Hooting Mandrill, nice, Collector. Alright. So I think I'm gonna go with Solemn here. Alright. Next pack, we have Ultimate Price for removal. Not seeing much green black here. What are we on? We're on pack 3. We seem kind of heavy committed to green black, so let's just keep going green black. Each opponent discards a card. Alright, that's a return one. Let's do Eldest Firstborn. Consuming Vapors. Vampire Nighthawk. And we're just going to start picking some white stuff. Well, there's Fleshbag Marauder. Okay, let's get Fable Passage. Here is Downfall or Go for the Throat. In this case, I think Go for the Throat would be better. Sylvan Ranger. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that would help with the mana fixing. Chainer's Edict, but I think the Kite Sail Freebooter is the way to go, because then at least you get to look at the opponent's hand and pick a card out. Also, Spirit Monger is good. Yeah, he's You know what? I probably could wheel the Kite Sail Freebooter, so let's go with Spiritmonger. Oh yeah. Wait, did I miss the Shriek Maw there? Because this is this was my first pack, and I must have grabbed the land first. I must have completely ignored the Shriek Maw. Let's grab him. Here's Downfall. Let's grab Mortar Pod. Hey, there's the Freebooter. And Hero. Alright, this is pretty good now. So we have Grave Titan, Throne the Last Troll, and Courser of Prefix. So we have some pretty expensive spells. Yeah, let's grab Throne the Last Troll and hope that Grave Titan wheels around. Liliana. Pretty good. What's Dread Return do? So I think I have enough reanimation cards. The also thing I'm worried about in this cube is that there doesn't seem to put a lot of there's not a lot of cards that put things into the graveyard. You just kind of have to play it and go through it. There's a few, but I don't know, it's pretty tough. I'd rather have Tasigur than Liliana right now, though. Okay, I think Putrefy is better. Whenever you tap a forest, put 3 common counters on target creature. Non-creature land you control and tap it. Yeah. That's not bad. But let's go with Putrefy. And a pack. There we go, Pack Rat. That would definitely enable. Pack Rat is what enables the Reanimator. And hey, right there's Grave Titan. And Dread Return. Just grab a red spell there, yeah. Alright, Courser, nice. Let's take a look here at the cards. If we're making a deck, how would we do this? Let's get rid of some stuff here. Just clean it up, get rid of some of the white spells. Now, I think we would go with Tasigur over Hooting Mantrels. We don't want too much delve, especially if we're going to be trying to rely on it. The price. Keep Exhume, Liliana. Get rid of this. Let's take some of these ones. Consuming Vapors. Probably wouldn't want to keep that. Alright, let's add some lands and then we'll go from there. So we only have 1 land. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, I haven't lost count. How many black cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I have like 23 black spells. How many green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so we have a lot more black than there is green, but there are some double green that we have to worry about, like Courser of Prefix. So let's add some lands. Let's do 10 swamps. And we'll do 9 swamps. There we go. Alright, so I have to do a real quick count to make sure I have 40 cards, because I don't know what's going on here. Usually it would say how many cards would be in my deck here, but it's not doing that, so 20, 25. Alright, so 17, 18, 22, 25, 20, 28, 32, 36, 39, 42, 45, 47. Okay, I have to cut 7 cards. Alright, I think Spiritmonger, it's gotta go. Maybe Wickerboar Elder would be a sideboard card. Consuming Vapors, probably sideboard card. Maybe Unburial Rites. Yeah, get rid of Unburial Rites. Because there's no white in there, so. So how many cards did I take out there? I think I took out like 4 or 5. Fleshbag Marauder, there's a lot of removal stuff. So let's go back. 17, 18, 22, 25, 30, 36, 38, 40, 42. Okay, get rid of 2 cards or maybe even 1. Let's get rid of Crux of Fate. Get rid of that. Yeah, alright, well then that's 41 cards. Let's save it and take a look here. Draw a sample hand. So, if we draw a sample hand here. Alright. Let's see what this produces. So we have 2 lands. We'll be able to do the Doomblade and maybe get the Courser. So let's say we keep this. Probably should mulligan this, but let's just see. Let's go with it. So what I do is I play the Forest first, draw another card, Vampire Nighthawk. Play my Swamp, say go. Next turn, draw another card. Don't hit anything, but I have removal. Draw another card. Liliana, draw another card. Oh, I'm in trouble. Alright, should have mulliganed. Let's draw a new hand. There we go. So, turn 1, we'd probably play the Swamp, say go. Turn 2, play the Forest. Yeah. I don't know, this one, I don't know how good this deck would be. It's a lot of 1-for-1 kills. Interesting. Don't know how good this will be. Alright guys. I think that's going to be it for me today. I'll make sure to upload another video soon. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.